Okay, so in this video we're going to go through the team page basics and managing teams in the administrative area. First thing we want to look at though is starting with activities. So if you're in a new activity screen and you go into it, there's some settings down at the bottom all the way down here, and it's team settings. And usually by default, create team pages by default is on and publish team pages by default is on. You change these at any time when you create new activities of the same type. So if you copy the activity, these will just inherit those settings. But what this means is if this is checked, the first one, then people on the teams will get a team page where they can post news, share news, see their schedule, see the team coordinators, coaches, managers, whatever. And the publish means that the page is publicly available to anyone. If you uncheck this and have the team page there, then people have to sign in to get to that homepage, the team homepage, and only if they're a roster member or a team coordinator would they be able to see that page. So that's the initial settings there. These are always, you can change them on each team as well and change them later if you find that you want them changed. So I'm going to jump over to the teams area, and let's just start without having any activities selected. So go here. All right, so our team page actually just lists all the activities that you have in your system, pretty much, and it gives a summary of when it starts and ends, and how many teams are in there, if there are any divisions in there, how many people have signed up or have registered, and then how many are unassigned to teams currently. Right, and of course you don't have to do any of this, it's just all optional in case you want to have the team features in there. So if I jump on into this first one, you see there are a lot of buttons up top, and we'll get into those. You can filter this by team or division and search for people on the roster or coordinators. So this way you can do a quick search if you have a kid on the team and want to find what team they're on, you can do that. Also, there's a little link here, verify individuals not assigned to the team. If you click on that, you can see everyone who's not assigned to the team currently. All right, and here's all your teams that are here. If you want to click on this arrow, it'll take you to the team page, the publicly available team page that's on the site. And you can see this is the out of the box, shows standings, if there are any events, if the teams have balance. Administrators see this message where it shows that this is not publicly available, and you can always make it public just from this here. Here are the coordinators and roster members, and then the different tabs. So if this page is public, only the team homepage is visible to everyone. The roster, payments, news, settings, all of these and these buttons are not visible to everyone. Only people on the team see everything from roster on over. Okay? Let's jump back into our team area, and then you can also click on the team name itself to get an administrative view where you can see the roster and manage the roster directly on the team and send some other things in there. So also these icons tell you this team currently has a team page. You can eliminate the team page, meaning that there's no page that we just saw. This page will go away. If I do that, click on that, you see that the little arrow went away. And now if I try and find that page, you just give me an error saying it doesn't exist. To turn that back on, I just click this, and now I just refresh this again. We're all set, the team page is back. All right, this is where it determines if it's visible public or private. So if I do this, this means it's published to everyone. Everyone can see it. If this is here, then only administrators and people on the team can see it. This determines if the roster is locked. This means that captains and coaches cannot add or remove people from the roster. And then here's just editing things like the team name. It's a quick edit button. You can add team coordinators and whatnot from this page. All right. So let's get into some creating teams and assigning individuals. So there's the Add Teams button right here. What's nice about this is you can click to add more teams, and you can add multiple teams. So I can say Blue Jays, Yankees, Red Sox, and Orioles. Okay. You can set rankings, and this just determines what sort order they appear on in menus. And we can go into that later. This color, if you care about that in division, you can set divisions here as well. See, there are no divisions created, but I can create divisions here as well, and I can say this AL East. Right? And I can put a sort position on there if I want. Save that, and then I can assign these all to the AL East. Right? You can do multiple ones here as well. For division, you can say NL East. Right there, doesn't change that, but I can add a team and call this Mets into the NL East there. Now when I save this, now I have two divisions created in here with all the teams, and you'll see that all the pages are published, whatnot. If I want to move teams into a division, I can just click on these, and then I have an edit selected, which will take me here, and I can do a batch edit. So I select the division, I can move these guys into the NL East if I want. Okay, so once it refreshes, they'll be in the division. Also, you can edit teams directly, move them into divisions here, and just select that as well. If you want to create a new division in this page, you can do that as well. All right, and you can click Save and Next, and it'll actually load up the next team if there is one selected. If not, yeah, there's the person hook, and you can move that team as well. All right, so let's talk about assigning players to teams. So here we got this. You can select people here, just say assign. You can just put them on any team you want. So I'll just put them on the Yankees. And hit save. And then they'll be on the Yankees. You'll see the roster increased, roster size. So you have people that you just want to add directly. If they didn't do online registration, you can just put them in there. You can put them on a team, or you can just leave them unassigned on there. Okay. You can add new teams here as well, and divisions in there. So just add these people here. If you put in the email, they get a notification, and they can get event updates, so game cancellations and whatnot. They'll get an indication to create an account. If you don't put this email in there, then they'll just be on a roster, and it's more for the coach's information to see who's on the roster rather than the notification. So you can do 10 at a time, and then save more, you can add more on there. All right, we went through these. Publish all, unpublish all, so that's if you want to unpublish all the teams in one shot or publish them in a shot. Roster lock date, you can set that, so that way it'll lock. Rankings will change the sort order, so if I pick like this, I can set rankings of these teams and put like 3, 2, 1, 4, save. And then this will just put a rank on there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then export to CSV. If I want to export the teams to Excel, here's how you can send emails. So if you just click general email, you pick who you want to send it to. You can send it to the coaches or the roster members or both. Put in the subject, put in a message, and this will just go out to everyone. If no teams are selected, it goes out to all teams. If you actually selected a team, like the Red Sox and Orioles, one of the two teams, then it'll only go to those teams in there. There's a couple other things in here. Team assignment notification. This is just if you have all the free agents registered and then you assign them all to teams. There's just a canned message to say send the team assignment notification. And I'll just let people go. It says standard notification will be out there, sent to them, and you can put in additional notes is there as well. It'll link them back to their team page and let them see everyone else on the roster. All right, and then the team registration reminder. What this is if you actually have teams that register and the captain puts in a roster of 10 people, and only 5 of them have actually gone through and created accounts and signed the waiver, you can just send this is how you can send a batch reminder to everyone who's not finished the registration process for that. If you do just individual registration, then you don't have to worry about that. Custom team pages we'll get into there later in groups is covered in another video. Only other thing, just I want to touch on quickly, is in the divisions area, you can set the sort here. So if you wanted the NL East at 34, you can change the sort order, and then that will be first in there. And then in Site Builder, sometimes you see these teams area, and then we'll get this nice flyout menu of all the teams, and I'll navigate to the team pages. To show you how to do this, I'm going to edit this. Right, and here's all the teams. And here, so I'm going to hover over this, and I'll just remove it, because I can just add it back easily. Okay, so just to add the teams back on, just say new menu item. And in our dialog, we have the different options. The second one is link to team pages. And so you'll see here, you can select up top, you can link to actually individual teams if you want. In the list, you can link to divisions, you can link to individual activities. So this would just list all the teams in specific programs if you wanted that on your menu. And this will give you the full flyout menu of all your programs with all the divisions and all the teams. So if I select that, you can give it a custom label, say you can even make it team pages, and hit select. And now when I go down here, there's the team. I can drag it up, or I can just click move up to put it in the whatever position I want. All right, and then now if I go to my page here, if I look at my link to the lead, here you see the NL East. Here's the teams. If I look at the AL East, you'll see they're sorted in my custom sort order. So that's a 12-minute intro to teams. We'll get into the custom team pages in a